Today is 111 and the energy is at its peak. I'm wishing you all happiness, clarity, and freedom on this wonderful day. Happy 111 to all of you. At least I'm filming this on 111. And today we are talking about solar flares. But before we get into the absolutely crazy solar flares that I have been tracking recently, I want to tell you and remind you that this life is a crazy journey, roller coaster ride that we cannot expect. We cannot expect what is going to happen in this life. It is crazy, it is unexpected, it is wild. There are massive ups and there are massive downs, but we must be with these massive ups and downs, this roller coaster ride that this life is, this journey that we are all on together. We must be with it. We must be with it and understand that it's not always going to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. If it was always easy and always smooth flowing, life wouldn't be fun. It literally wouldn't be fun. It would be boring. There would be nothing to solve, nothing to figure out, nothing to go through. We wouldn't grow. We would stay stagnant. So honor these challenges, honor these ups and downs, and love it and be with it. So that brings me into what we're talking about, which is, like I said, the solar flares. And I have never seen a solar flare this massive. So I have an app on my phone that notifies me with solar flares, and yesterday it went off and showed me that there was an X-class solar flare. An X-class solar flare. So if you don't know, there are 3 classes to solar flares. And if you don't know what a solar flare is, it is basically just a big ejection from the sun of energy, of electromagnetic energy that the sun just gives off. It shoots off this energy, big coronal explosions from the sun, and they are massive. They are beyond comprehension. They are massive. And when they come from the sun, they completely engulf the entire planet. Everybody feels this, okay? I don't care where you are on the planet. The entire Earth is going to get engulfed in this energy that we can't even see, right? It's electromagnetic energy. And there's something very special about this energy. This is the energy that we can only feel, right? It's not on the visible light spectrum. We cannot see this frequency with our 2 eyes. We can only feel it, and feel it with our 3rd eye, and see it with our 3rd eye, right? So there is something very special about these frequencies that the sun gives off with these solar flares. And yesterday, I don't know if you guys felt it, but I want you to let me know in the comments if you felt the energy yesterday. And we're gonna feel it today too. This massive energy. And in my own life, I noticed that yesterday with this X-class solar flare, X-class, which is the highest class, the lowest class, which is a C-class, these are very common, they happen all the time, and then the next is an M-class, which are more rare, they are much more powerful than C, and then X-class is like massive. We never get these. We barely get these. And today there's actually a 30% chance of another X-class from this certain sunspot region on the sun. So I don't know if you guys felt it yesterday, but in my own life, okay, massive fears came up. Deep-rooted fears. And these are fears that I've been going through. These are fears that I've been dealing with. And I noticed yesterday that it kind of came to a culmination, and it really got to me. Really, really, really got to me. And we're going through these fears, and we're dealing with these fears. And it's so amazing to look at the things that are happening, the solar flares, the planetary alignments, the movements, to understand, like, get signs to why these things are happening to me in this reality. Why do I feel this way? There is likely an answer that we can come to, even if it's not true. It doesn't have to be true in concrete and scientific proof-based evidence. All it has to be is true within yourself. That's the only thing that matters. is how it feels within yourself, how it feels to you. And according to me, this makes a lot of sense, right? Solar flares coming from the sun and hitting Earth, right? This energy that we can't even see, this divine energy that is forcing us to upgrade. I made a video a while back, last summer, called, these solar flares are forcing us to upgrade. They're forcing us to upgrade. Whether we know it or not, whether we feel it or not, we are going to upgrade in some sort of way from these massive solar flares. And this makes so much sense to me. This is the energy that we can't see. It's this higher energy that we can't even comprehend. It's incredibly complex. This life is incredibly complex. And we go through things for a reason. We go through experiences. Things happen to us in this reality for a reason that we can't comprehend. And what I also want to say is that, if you are experiencing all these fears that are coming up, for me, like I said yesterday, insane fears building up and coming up within me, and I'm experiencing these fears, let me know in the comments if you guys are going through this as well, going through this ascension journey, right? It's not always easy. Like I always say, it's not always going to be easy. What I want to say is that if you are experiencing this energy, right? If you're experiencing this energy, I want to encourage you to be with the fear. A lot of times, as humans, we want to run away from the fear. We want to find the safety and the comfort, which is natural. That's completely natural. It's a human thing, right? But we must do our best to be with the fears. And I'm at a point on my journey where I'm getting really good at just sitting with the fear, realizing that it's just fear. It's okay. It's just thoughts and energy. It's going to pass. It's going to pass through. Your fears cannot last forever. That's another thing I want to tell you, is that your fears cannot last forever. We go through phases in life. We go through stages in life. And fears come, and they might last for a while. They might last for years. But they will pass. They will go. You see, the spiritual journey is non-cyclical. It's non-linear. We are moving up. We are moving up. And you see, it's crazy because in this 3D reality, everything is cyclical, right? Nature is cyclical. Our body is cyclical. We are born and then we die, right? And the planets the motions are cyclical. They move around the sun. It's all cyclical. But the spiritual journey is the only thing that is non-cyclical. We are always moving up, right? When we go through fears, then we let them go, and they're in the past. And then we experience new fears, and we let them go, and they're in the past. And we grow as a soul and as a spirit and as an energy, going through all of these experiences. And we must learn how to be with these fears. The more that you love your fears, okay, the quicker they will pass. The more that you love your fears, the quicker they will pass. And this isn't easy. This is not always easy. We're going to experience the anxiety, the racing thoughts, right? We want to go on our phones and find an answer. We want to find an answer wherever we can outside of us for why is this happening. But we must go within. We must go within to find the answers and the solution to our fears. The only real truth is the truth that is right inside of you. You can't find the truth anywhere outside. It's inside of you. Look within. This is what we must move towards, to go within on the journey within, and look within ourselves to get through these fears. Find the strength and the power within yourself to get through these energies and to get through these fears. Guys, I've never seen a solar flare this massive. And I also have not, I have seen energy this massive. But it's so wonderful and amazing how it's correlating, right? The solar flares, the X-class solar flare, it's correlating with this spiritual journey, with what I am going through. And I'm sure you guys can relate with this, right? So if you are feeling this energy, guys, lately, I don't know about you, but the past few months, I've been feeling lots of growth type energy, going through things, learning, growing, messing up, falling on the ground, and then getting back up, and going through things, experiencing these emotions and these thoughts, and getting through them, learning how to sit with them and deal through these fears and these emotions. Let me know if you guys are going through this, if you guys are experiencing this as well, because we're all in this together. Know that you are not alone in this journey. You are not alone in this spiritual journey, even though oftentimes it can seem this way. It can seem that we are so isolated and there's no one around us and we are the only ones going through these things. You are not the only one going through your fears. You are not the only one going through your exact fears. There are hundreds of other people just like you going through these things, experiencing this journey of life, the ups and the downs. It's incredible how connected we are on this planet. And we need to realize this by coming together. When we come together and connect, on this community, I'm connecting with you guys right now. When we connect in the comments and we understand that we are not alone. We are not alone. We are never alone. The next time that you think that you are alone on this journey, don't believe it. Don't believe it, because it's not true. It's your mind telling you lies. We are in this together. We are growing together. We are learning together. We are experiencing together. We are all on this wonderful journey together. And I also want to say that everything that we experience in this life, all the fears, the thoughts, the emotions, the energies, everything is divine, and everything is meant to be on a higher level that we oftentimes cannot comprehend or even see or even understand at all, because this life is incredibly complex and it goes very, 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 very deep. It goes very, very, very deep, and this journey goes on forever and ever and ever. And everything is written. It's all perfect. We have to trust this. We have to have faith in this, because our human brains, like I said, we cannot see this. Our human minds can't wrap it. We can't wrap our minds around this. It's very difficult to do. In fact, it's quite impossible to do. The only way to get through this is to have faith and to trust. We're not going to be able to see the evidence, see with our two eyes the answer to what is going on. We have to enter our hearts and trust and know that this life is perfect. Everything, every feeling you have, every thought you have, every emotion you have, every event that occurs in your reality, everything, all the things that the people around you say, the things that the people around you do, the things you see, the things that happen around you, it's all meant to be. It's all so perfect. And it's incredibly, incredibly, incredibly complex. Like I said, we cannot try to understand this. And we know that when we try to understand this and control and strive for perfection and try to make everything perfect, we run into a wall. We run into a wall. It doesn't work. That's why I'm telling you the only way is to trust in yourself, trust in your journey, trust in God, trust in the universe. Have the faith that everything is going to work out. It's all going to work out. As long as you never abandon yourself, do not abandon yourself. A lot of times we sell our soul and we run away from ourself and we lose ourself in this process. But we must stick to nature, stick to yourself, stick to your authenticity. Because if we do this, we will never be let down. We will always be divinely guided, divinely protected from the Most High. So thank you all for tuning into this message. Guys, I've never seen a solar flare this big. This is the first X-Class that I've ever seen. I'm sure we've had them many times in the past, but this is the first one that I have actually seen and felt and dealt through. So I hope you guys are getting through it. I hope you guys are feeling these energies and healing through these energies and getting through it. I want you to let me know if you're feeling what I'm feeling in the comments, and subscribe if you are new. Like this video right now so more people can hear this message. More people need to hear this message. Let's get this video out there. Let's beat that YouTube algorithm, that dang YouTube algorithm. Let's beat it right now by smashing the like button. I want you all to go below in the description, check out my crystal shop, Freedom Vibes Crystals. You can check out my Patreon for exclusive content. You can donate to me down there below as well if you want. So thank you all for being here. Much love to you on this 111 magical day. Thank you all for being here, and make it a great day or not. The choice is yours.